is the European Commission going to meet its emissions and renewable energy targets by 2030?
The European policy for climate change and energy has been built around certain principles and a range of targets, but the tools have been, if I may say, ever-changing. Every 2 years we have additional debates about how we should reform these, how we should change that. The key is to give a clear framework for industry that enables investment. Industry should know what will come up and how those policies are going to be rolled in an as clear and as predictable framework. That's number one. Number two, the policy needs to be business-minded, meaning not built on subsidies that everybody else will pay, but built on how transformative investments, particularly for heavy industry, going to be rolled in Europe for Europe. And if we manage to build those two conditions together with a strong research agenda, then the transformation of the production basis in Europe and of the products Europe's bring to the market will happen.
So you're confident that that will happen for your industry. Do you see a difference across the EU? You're working with different partners from across Europe. Is there a different pace from one country to another?
There is definitely a different pace between countries, and I would say between industries as well, because there's not one single silver bullet to make it happen. The project we are running today to showcase how very large, very small industries, from Poland to Lapland, if I may say, Italy, France, Portugal, are transforming, bringing latest technologies in energy efficiency, new products on the market, deep decarbonization in practice. Each time, the solution they are coming up with are different. You need to look at your industry ecosystem. You need to look at where you operate, whether you have such and such raw material available, whether you are based on gas or based on biomass. The solution each time are different, but it's through the combination of smart integration of technologies and working across the value chain that you will make those transformations happen. So we should not dictate how industry should do this transformation. We need to build again a framework that will enable the transformation of industry.
Or what role do you see for the EU other than setting of targets?
We need to have a clear framework. We should not have an over-prescriptive framework that will lock technology, for instance, rather than supporting innovation in the way we will solve such and such challenge. Energy efficiency is a challenge for energy-intensive industries because we are now reaching the bone, if I may say. We are exposed to such energy costs that each time we can save things, we do it. But there may be other approach that will deliver in decarbonization, in energy savings, and which will make sense from a business standpoint. So that's what we need. We need a framework through R&D agenda down to the investment framework that helps industry to move forward. We are demonstrating with our project that we showcase, again, from Poland down to Portugal, from Italy up to Finland, that this is possible on the ground if you harness innovation, smart applications, and the ability of industry to implement the solution in an economic sense. And that's what needs to be made.